the screen share. Okay. So students, is the screen visible? Can you all see the presentation on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is my voice not coming? Someone is saying my voice is not coming.
Sir, your voice is coming.
Coming.
Okay. If any student who feels that voice is not coming, maybe you can rejoin the class once again and use an earphone. अच्छे से एक earphone use करो. I think it will be audible to you all. Okay. Can everyone see France becomes a constitutional monarchy? This slide, is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
In the last class, we have discussed that National Assembly, the third estate people who went into the meeting of the States General, they put a demand for one vote for each every member. That was rejected. Later, those 600 members of the third estate, they formed the National Assembly. And what was the work of National Assembly? क्या काम था National Assembly का काम?
Sir, to draft constitution.
Draft the constitution.
Correct. To draft a constitution. And what was the main goal of that constitution? उस constitution के बनने का main goal क्या था?
Sir, to the limit the power of monarch.
Correct. To limit the powers of the king. So, France becomes a constitutional monarchy. Last time we have discussed these points that, Louis XVI became very fearful, वो डर गए, because all his subjects were revolting all around France. And at last, on 4th August, he accorded recognition to National Assembly. And at last, in the year 1791, National Assembly finally drafted the constitution. Or now let us see what happened in France becomes a constitutional monarchy. Okay, last time, please remind me, have we discussed about active and passive citizens? That French citizens were divided into two parts, active and passive citizens. Devangi, have
No,
we?
sir.
No, we have not done. Okay. So let us now see active and passive citizens. So here you all can see a diagram of France become a constitutional monarchy. And this shows the working of the constitutional monarchy. So power was divided when France became a constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means that is the power of the monarch is controlled and limited by a constitution. And also, अभी तक सारे powers किसके हाथ में थे? All the powers were in the hands of whom? Before France became a constitutional monarchy, किसके पास सारे powers थे of decision making? Who had all powers of decision making?
Monarch or king?
The king, who was ruling France. Correct. But now, power was divided between three parts: judiciary, executive, and legislature. Power को तीन हिस्सों में divide कर दिया गया. One is judiciary, then executive and legislature. Legislature, which is, in our country, which institution is known as the legislature? जहाँ पे laws बनते हैं.
Parliament.
The parliament.
Parliament.
Correct. Same way, the National Assembly, which had 745 members, it became the parliament or the legislature of France. National Assembly में total कितने members थे? 745, and it became the legislature of France. Executive, king only remained the executive, but king's powers were controlled by the National Assembly. But king had veto power. Veto power. Anyone knows what is the meaning of the word veto power? Any idea in the class? बच्चों किसी को पता है ये वर्ड कभी सुना है? veto. I will use my veto power.
Yes, sir.
Meaning?
Yes, sir.
Meaning? बोलो क्या meaning होगा? Okay.
Sir, I think he can cancel out the decision made by the assembly.
Very correct. He can. Have you all heard about the UN Security Council, United Nations Security Council, in which there are
Yes, sir.
five, permanent countries. India, since many years, is trying to become a permanent, Security Council member. उनमें मेन है अमेरिका इज देयर, फ्रांस इज देयर, जर्मनी इज देयर, चाइना इज देयर, एंड आई थिंक जापान इज देयर. सो इन कंट्रीज में क्या होता है, मेनी कंट्रीज वांट that India should become the permanent member of UN Security Council. But at last they all vote. मान लो 5 लोग हैं, 5 countries are there. 4 countries they have given vote in favor of India becoming the permanent member of UN Security Council. अब 4 members हो गए, अब तो लगेगा 5 में से अगर 4 बोल रहे हैं हाँ, तो it is majority, isn't it? If from 5, 4 are saying yes, isn't that a majority if we do a vote?
Yes, sir.
But China always uses its veto power. China के पास veto power है, and China using its veto power cancels, India's membership for UN Security Council, permanent membership. That is, veto power is kind of a power that if the National Assembly passes any law, and if the king do not wants that law to be implemented, the king can use his veto power and cancel it. तो बच्चों क्या ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि तब तो राजा हर चीज में अपना वीटो पावर यूज कर सकता है, isn't it? The king has such kind of a power, it can use in all decisions its veto power, isn't it? अगर मान लो मैं आपके पास ऐसा अधिकार दे दिया, मान लो आपके क्लास टीचर के पास ऐसा अधिकार है, your class teacher has a veto power, even principal sir if says something, even director ma'am if says something, but the class teacher can use his veto power and cancel. But it was not like that. King could use veto power in some very specific matters. कुछ बहुत ही specific matters में ही राजा अपने veto power का use कर सकता था, not in all matters. So this was only the power which the king was left with. बस इतना ही power बचा था जो राजा के पास था. So executive is the king, legislature, that is executive का काम, legislature if it will pass any law, राजा उस पे sign करेगा, like our president of India does after any law gets passed from the Indian Parliament. Same with the king will sign it, and on behalf of the king that law will be implemented. But king had very less power. और एक था judiciary. Another was judiciary with a judge. Now let us see the working of the constitution monarchy. How were the members of National Assembly elected? कैसे करके उनको elect किया जाता था? So the members of National Assembly were elected by electors. And how many electors were there? कितने electors थे? Who will tell me from the box?
4 million.
How many men were electors who elected 745 members?
50,000 men.
50,000 men. Remember here, it is 50,000 men, not women, not men and women both, only men. So there were 50,000 men who were known as electors. These electors would vote and elect 745 members of the National Assembly. अब इन electors को भी कोई choose करता था. These electors were also chosen by someone. So these electors were chosen or were elected by active citizens. इन electors को कौन elect करता था? Active citizens. So students, here comes a very important part which comes as a question of 3 marks. 3 marks question or short answer question, it comes. France population was divided into 2 parts, active citizens and passive citizens. France के population को 2 part में divide कर दिया गया था, active and passive citizens. So now let us see what are active citizens and who are passive citizens. Let us see. Just give me a second. Let me open the whiteboard for you all. Okay. Okay, students, can you all see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, here is the whiteboard for you all. So, France population was divided into active and passive citizens. So, let us do this. Active and passive citizens. Can you all see the writing? on the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So active and passive citizens में अब कौन कौन आ गए? Active citizens. Who were active citizens? Can anyone tell me? अगर किसी ने पढ़ा होगा, hopefully some of you have read.
Sir, active citizens are men and are
Correct.
they are allowed to vote.
Correct. They were allowed to vote. So let us do the first point about active citizens. पहला point active citizens का. They were allowed to vote. They were allowed to vote. Active citizens. अब active citizens में were there men and women both, or there were only men in active citizens?
Only men.
Only men. Only men.
Only men.
Correct. अच्छा, only men अगर बोले तो क्या फ्रांस के सभी लोग वोट दे सकते थे? All men could vote, or there were some criteria for men also?
The people above 25 age.
Correct. Men above 25 years of age. Correct. अच्छा, क्या सभी 25 साल से ज्यादा उम्र के लोग वोट दे सकते थे? All men above 25 years of age were able to give vote, or there was other criteria also?
Sir, who paid taxes or at least equal to the wages of 3 days of labor.
Very correct. Very correct. Labor. So इसको पहले समझ लो. I think everyone knows the meaning of the word labor. Labor का मतलब क्या होता है? What is the meaning of the word labor? Laborer. Mazdoor. Correct. Mazdoor. And I think many of you know that laborers do not have a fixed salary. The day they will go for their work, they will get wages. You know, laborers का क्या कैसा होता है? They do not get fixed salary like I am getting or like any other professional is getting. जिस दिन वो काम करेंगे उस दिन के काम के हिसाब से उनको पैसा मिलता है. Okay. So in France, laborers wage were fixed. फ्रांस में लेबर्स का वेज फिक्स था. एक दिन में कोई लेबर काम करेगा तो उसको इतना ही पैसा मिलेगा. Only this much of labor they are going to get. So only those men who were above 25 years of age and who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage. 3 दिन में एक मजदूर को जितना वेज मिलेगा उतना टैक्स अगर कोई दे सकता है, only that person was given the right to vote, and it was at least उतना वोट देना पड़ेगा. So comes another criteria. Who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage. Can you all see the points on your screen? Active and for active citizens?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I will say please take a screenshot. Screenshot ले लो. If in examination it comes who are active citizens, if you will write these points, you will get full marks for active citizens. Again, active citizens were those men who were allowed to give vote. These men need to be above 25 years of age. 25 साल से ज़्यादा इनकी उम्र होनी चाहिए थी. And also they needed to pay taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage. एक मजदूर को 3 दिन में जितना पैसा मिलेगा, जितना वेज मिलेगा, एटलीस्ट उतना वेज इनको मिलना चाहिए था. Okay. So is the concept of active citizens clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what was the number of active citizens in the total population given in your book? In a population
28
of
4 million.
28 million में
4
कितना था?
million.
4 million.
4 million.
In total, they were 4 million. In a population of 28 million. Okay, chalo. Let us now go to passive citizens, who are known as passive citizens. Has everyone taken a screenshot of this? You all must write it down in your copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm clearing. Next, let us go to passive citizens. कौन थे passive citizens? As from the name it is, you can infer. Passive, those who are not working. Active, those who are active in voting. Passive, those who are not those who are not active in voting. Here, passive citizens. In passive citizen students, all women came. So first point will be, पहला point क्या होगा? Those who had no voting rights. Those who have no voting rights. Okay. Second, passive citizen में बच्चों कौन कौन आ जाते हैं? Who can tell me? Who are there in passive citizen?
Women, children, and youth under 25 years.
Correct. All women. Remember, all women, children, and youth below 25 years of age. अच्छा, इसमें और एक भी तो हैं, वो लोग नहीं है who are men,
So who didn't pay the taxes.
correct, who did not pay the taxes. Also those men who could not pay the least required tax. And least required tax का amount कितना था? अभी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था. What was the amount of the least required tax to be a voter?
Sir, wages of 3 days of 3 days wages of labor.
Correct. 3 days equal to 3 days wage of a labor. 3 दिन में कितना wage मिलता है labor को? That was the minimum required tax which you needed to pay. So passive citizens, all women. So students, again and again I'm repeating, do not make a mistake like this. People who were above 5 years, many students write like that. If you are writing people, अगर हम लोग लिखते हैं people, don't it includes men and women both? If we write people,
Yes,
in English, yes. So remember, yes, whenever you will write about active and passive citizen, never write people who were above 25 years of age or people who could not pay taxes. Mention men who were above 25 years of age and who paid taxes equal to jitna hai utna. They were active citizens who give vote. And in passive citizens, all women were passive citizens. किसी भी औरत को कोई भी वोटिंग अधिकार नहीं दिया गया था. No political rights were given to women. Also, obviously, to children and youth below 25 years of age, or जो tax नहीं दे पाते थे. Now, so please take a screenshot of the passive citizens, everyone. Those who would like to write it in your copy. Has everyone taken? Should I go back to our main?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. What was the today's strength in the other classes? Right now it is very low. Only 14 students are there in the class. Ashish, Aryan Prasad, what was the strength in the last class?
About 20.
About 20. Okay, not too much. I will call all those students who have not today done. Okay. चलो अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now let us see. अब ये active citizens क्या करते थे? So as we read about the 50,000 men who were electors, active citizens, they used to elect the 50,000 men who were electors. And after that, ये 50,000 जो लोग हैं, ये लोग National Assembly को elect करते थे. Also, one important task the active citizens did is, active citizens voted and elected the judge for the judiciary. For a main court, there was a main court in France. For that, the judge was elected by the active citizens. So this is the entire working of the France becomes a constitutional monarchy. Is it clear to everyone? Any questions regarding this? One can ask. Okay, I will take the silence as everyone's doubt is clear. Okay, now can someone tell me, I'm especially asking the girls in the class, why no political rights were given to women in France? क्यों? ऐसा क्यों? Why no political rights were given to women? What was the logic or thinking behind that with this kind of a thing? Students, tell me, what was the reason? Shanvi, can you please tell us क्या सोच रही होगी कि औरतों को कोई पॉलिटिकल राइट्स नहीं दिए गए इन फ्रांस? What could have been the thinking that women were not given political rights?
Because they were taken as dependent on.
Yes, they were taken as dependent. Shanvi, please reply. Shanvi Rai. Hopefully, I'm audible to Shanvi. Okay, Yashaswini. Yashaswini, can you tell? क्या सोच रही होगी? What would have been the thought? कि women were not given any political rights. Why? Okay, Aryan Prasad, you tell me.
Sir, I think they might have thought that women have to do the household work, so who will do that? And
Correct.
they didn't give.
Very correct. You know, they thought that women were made to do household work. औरतें घर का काम करने के लिए पैदा हुई हैं. So they need to look after the family. They need to look after the children. What they will do in matters of politics? Okay. Anyone else? Ishika. Ishika, can you tell me what kind of a thought were they thinking? According to you, why women were not given political rights in France? Ishika or Muskan? Muskan, can you tell?
Sir, they thought that women are weak, and if they
Yes,
if they interfere in political matter, who will see the household work?
Very correct. So, and students, remind you one thing, all those बच्चा लोग जो जवाब नहीं दे रहे हैं, those who are not giving answers, even not in the chat box nor even anywhere, you know, remind you that it is not at all, you know, courtesy in the class. Either it shows that you are doing nothing, you are just playing something or you are not attentive in the class, or if it's a network problem or something, let your teacher know. No, everyone remains just quiet. Last year also this kind of thing happened. Only a bunch of you students used to answer, and this year also this kind of thing is happening. Please do not do that. Okay. So yes, you know, औरतों को ये सोचा गया in France that they are meant for household work. They are meant for looking after the family, caring the family. Their domain is only the house. औरतों का जो domain है, domain of work is only the house. They have no role in society. They have no role in politics. That is why women were not given any political rights in France, including the right to vote. So who could vote? As you all can see here in this slide, only men above 25 years of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage were given the status of active citizen. That is, they were entitled to vote. Women, children, and youth below 25 were categorized as passive citizens with no right to vote or to be elected as a member of the assembly. Next, to qualify as an elector, how many electors were there, बच्चों? Electors कितने थे? How many electors were there?
50,000 men.
Correct.
50,000 men.
Correct. And how many members were there in the National Assembly? How many men were there in the National Assembly?
745.
745.
Correct. So
745.
correct, 745. So remember this thing. If you want to become an elector in France, or if you wanted to become a member of the National Assembly, you needed to be a man who paid highest amount of taxes in France. अगर आपको इलेक्टर बनना है या आपको वहां पे नेशनल असेंबली का मेंबर बनना है, तो आपको फ्रांस में ऐसा इंसान बनना पड़ेगा, ऐसा आदमी बनना पड़ेगा जो सबसे ज्यादा टैक्सेस पे करने वालों में से एक हो. So students, do you think that there is a discrimination here against the poor people of the poor sections of the society? A huge
Yes,
discrimination.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Even देखो, ऐसा नहीं था कि all the men, it was not like that all the men who were above 25 years of age were given the right to vote. No, only those men who could pay the least amount of tax, मतलब जो tax नहीं pay कर पाएगा, he is ineligible for any kind of political right. So see, in the Constitution of 1791, there was a huge discrimination between the rich and the poor. And I had told you, कौन बनाए थे? You know, third estate people only made the, this government. But who were these people? The poor people made this government, or the rich people of the third estate made this government?
The rich people.
The rich people, the middle class. Always remember that. The middle class people, they made the government of the National Assembly. So they discriminated with the poor. Okay, चलो अब next अब बढ़ते हैं. Now let us talk about the constitution. अब हम लोग constitution.
Sir, I want to ask question.
Yes, Muskan, go ahead and ask.
Sir, the 745 members of National Assembly were men only, or women were also there?
No women, Muskan. No woman was given any kind of political right in France under the Constitution of 1791. 1791 के अंदर किसी भी औरत को कोई भी पॉलिटिकल राइट नहीं मिला था फ्रांस में. अंडरस्टूड मुस्कान?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo. Now let us see about the Constitution. How many of you know about the preamble? Last year everyone have heard Indian Constitution starts with a preamble.
Yes, sir.
Preamble. What is a preamble? Who will tell me? Preamble क्या होता है? What is the preamble in Indian Constitution? What is that? What it gives?
So it is an introduction of the Constitution.
Correct. It is an introduction of the Constitution. In a nutshell, preamble में क्या लिखा रहता है? Isn't it written like that? We, the people of India, declare then, as a sovereign, socialist, republic, India, and all the things given. So in the preamble, in a nutshell, it is given what kind of a country it is, what kind of constitution it is, what values are given to the people of this country according to the Constitution. Same way, the Constitution of 1791 in France, it started with the preamble, which was known as the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen. Rishikesh, stop doing annotations.
So by mistake.
Okay, by mistake. Wait a second. Okay, now no one will be able to do it. Okay. So the Constitution began with the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen. बच्चों, NCERT के book में अगर आप देखोगे, there is a box. Can you all see on the side? There is a box where 12 of the declaration are given, rights are given. Can you all see that? Students?
Yes, sir.
There are
Sir,
given.
repeat again.
Yes.
Yes. I have not given all those rights here in the PPT, but उसमें बहुत सारे rights दिए हुए हैं. There are many rights given in there. So today's homework, आज का homework, though the class is going to be over at 11:45, not at 11:40, at 11:45. That is the going to be the your class over at 11:45. This one. So homework क्या रहेगा? Read those rights today. Each one of you who was present in the class, read all the rights. I think it is 10 or 12. How many rights are given there? Can someone please read? Not read, means numbers. Total, how many rights are given in that box?
10.
Sir, so given.
Sir, 10.
10. Okay, 10 rights are given. So read all those 10 rights which were given to the French citizens. French citizens means French men, not women. Only to French men or French citizens it was given. So आज उसको पढ़ के आप लोग ये बताएंगे मुझे कल के क्लास में कि what are the fundamental rights which you can see are similar to these rights which we enjoy today. ऐसे कौन से rights हैं जो हम आज enjoy करते हैं which were given to the French citizens way back in 1791. Can you all do that? Quite easy, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You all,
sir.
Yes, sir.
you all just need to read those. So ये क्या था? Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. देखो ये भी लिखा हुआ है Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, not man and woman, only man and citizen. Rights such as the right to life. पिछले बार एक चैप्टर था right to life मैंने पढ़ाया था to class 8 students, which was public facilities. Do you remember? Public facilities chapter, water,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
sanitation.
Yes, sir.
And in that chapter, we have discussed about right to life, that water is part of one fundamental right, which is right to life. In that chapter, we have studied. So same way, a fundamental right known as the right to life, जीने का अधिकार, was given to the French people in this Declaration of the Rights, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, as we now have, equality before law are established as natural and inalienable rights. Natural meaning एक इंसान पैदा होते ही naturally उसको ये सारे rights मिल जाते हैं, and they are inalienable. Inalienable, what is the meaning of the word? Meaning no one can take these rights from you. आपसे ये rights कोई नहीं ले सकता है. So it was the duty of the state to protect each citizen's natural right. क्या आपको लगता है कि in India it is the duty of Indian government to protect everyone's fundamental rights? Isn't it? India में, isn't it the duty of the government to protect our fundamental rights?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same way देखो फ्रांस में उस समय ये कहा गया, it is the duty of the state or the country to protect each citizen's natural right. Okay, can you all see this photograph here of the declaration, this beautiful painting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you see two women, one with one like a fairy with a wing and one who is holding a broken chain?
Yes, sir.
Yes. कल हम लोग इसके सिंबोलिज्म के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. In your NCERT symbols are given. देखो दो women दिखाए गए हैं. Two women are there. But isn't it ironical कि औरतों को दिखाया गया है, one is sign of justice, one is sign of law and like this, but औरतों को rights नहीं दिए गए थे. Isn't that quite ridiculous and ironic? दिखाया जा रहा है औरतों को ऊपर बैठे हैं डिक्लेरेशन के, but none of the women were given any political rights, even these rights. So isn't that funny? I will say funny and ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
Yes. दिखाया जा रहा है औरतें बैठी हुई हैं डिक्लेरेशन के ऊपर. They are symbol of justice, they are symbol of law, but interestingly women were not given any of these political rights. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss about these symbols. ये symbols सबके एग्जाम में आते हैं, and then we will go towards our next topic. France abolishes monarchy and becomes a republic.
So, what does citizens refer to in this rights of man and citizen?
In this rights of man and citizen, citizen also refers to all the men, not the women. इसलिए आप इसके बाद में to Devangi and all the students who are right now, एक बॉक्स में एक वुमेन रिफॉर्मर के बारे में लिखा हुआ है, ओलंपी डी गोज. See it in your book. Turn on your pages. In a book, it is given Olympie de Gouges. Can you find out? Are you able to find out about her? Olympie de Gouges.
The source B.
I will have to check, बच्चों मुझे देखना पड़ेगा. It is its source. एक औरत का फोटो दिया हुआ है. There is a photograph of a woman given there.
Yes, sir, we got.
You got it. Olympie de Gouges. इनके बारे में ही पढ़ना है. देखो इन्होंने लिखा था. She wrote an alternative declaration of rights. उन्होंने उसका नाम दिया Declaration of the Rights of Women and Citizen. Declaration of the Rights of Women and Citizen. She was so frustrated. She was a social, reformer. She was a woman leader. उन्होंने कहा कि ये सारे rights औरतों को क्यों नहीं मिलेंगे? We will read about her and a homework for today, which you all will do. I give you very less homework. Everyone, please come after reading the topic. France abolishes monarchy and becomes a republic. Can you all do that? That is just 2 pages. So that you all
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
everyone, I expect everyone to read the 2 pages. France becomes a monarchy. France becomes a republic and abolishes monarchy. Okay, so tomorrow we have a class or it is another day? Let me check.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Holiday is there.
Saturday is holiday. Tomorrow maybe, because tomorrow is Ram Navami. Tomorrow is Ram Navami, so it is possible that it will be a holiday. You will be informed about that. Ram Navami को छुट्टी होता है, अगर आपको याद होगा?
Yes, sir.
होता है, हाँ.
Sir, in calendar it is given that holiday is there.
So information भी मिल जाएगा. You will also get the information. So in the next class अच्छे से पढ़ के आना about the Jacobin Club, Robespierre, ये सब कौन थे? You should know. Okay, everyone. See you all in the next class. Jai Hind, everyone.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.